Why do people say they love honestly but then hide the truth? They say they long for freedom, then willingly build emotional cages around themselves. Humans say they want peace, but they go on fighting with wherever they go. They fight with the tea guy because he put too much sugar. We say we want to be accepted as we exactly are, but spend enormous amount of time trying to become someone else. Why do humans do this? You see, humans are idiots because instead of changing our beliefs to match the reality, we change the reality to match our beliefs. And we protect our beliefs like an ostrich. You and me are not a straight line. We are two opposing rivers forced into the same body. This is why life feels exhausting. Not because the world is heavy and things like that. Because we are divided creatures within ourselves. If we remove culture, religion, politics, success, failure, education, wealth, and all the blah 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 stuff, and remove every identity that the society gives us, we will still find contradiction inside every human being. Mind you, this contradiction explains almost everything. It explains about love, it explains about war, it explains about ambition, it also explains loneliness and everything. It also explains why happiness never lasts. To understand humanity is to understand this contradiction. Everything else is merely decoration. Think about breathing. Every breath has two opposite movements, inhaling and exhaling. One cannot exist without the other. Being human follows the same law actually. Every desire creates its opposite. Every strength holds its weakness. Every certainty also carries doubts. The contradiction is not a mistake, it is the mechanism of life itself. Because we say we want freedom, but the moment freedom arrives, we become anxious. Anxiety walks in like a guest coming from abroad. Imagine a prisoner dreaming of release for 20 years. Then what happens? Every night he imagines that he's walking away from the prison. Let's say finally one morning the prison gates are open and the guard comes and tells, hey man, you go out. So he steps outside. There are no guards, no rules, no schedules and things like that. Only endless possibilities. For a brief moment he feels joy, right? Then something else will happen. You know what is it? Now every decision belongs to him. Every mistake is his responsibility. The prison removed his freedom, but it also removed uncertainty. Outside, uncertainty returns actually. This is humanity. We spend our lives demanding freedom, yet secretly we beg for someone else to tell us what to do and what not to do. We criticize authority while searching desperately for another authority to replace it. The contradiction never disappears actually. It merely changes its clothes. Look at love. People say they want someone who understands them completely, right? Even I said it many times. But yet we completely cannot be understandable because complete understanding feels frightening. To be fully understood is also to become completely exposed. Everyone wants intimacy. Nobody wants vulnerability. Everyone wants to feel connected, but nobody wants rejection. There's nothing wrong. So the human being performs a different kind of rituals every time with all these things. We hide to protect ourselves, then complain that nobody knows us. Are you seeing how idiots we are? We build walls, then suffer from loneliness. We wear masks, then why wonder every relationship feels artificial? This is almost tragic. The very defense that promised protection becomes the prison itself. It is like building a fortress so strong that even friends cannot enter. The enemy stays outside the fortress, but also your friends also stay outside because of your walls. Then comes success. Oh my god, that's a different story altogether. Human beings chase significance with extraordinary determination. We chase titles, money, recognition, influence, fame, respect, gurus, ashrams, and all the blah 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 stuff. Each achievement tells us it is the final destination. We think that I will be finally enough. But enough never arrives because significance is measured against other people. The moment everyone becomes taller, the tallest person suddenly feels average. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? The mountain never ends because comparison has no summit. This is like trying to fill a bucket with holes. Every achievement pours in, comparison quietly drains everything out. The contradiction is brutal here. We seek external proof for an internal absence. How foolish we are. No amount of people coming and applauding can permanently silence a question that comes from within. Even happiness contains contradiction. People imagine happiness as a permanent sunshine, but permanent sunshine creates deserts. Life itself depends upon changing seasons. Joy exists because sorrow exists. Relief exists because pressure existed first. Comfort only feels comforting after discomfort. You see, the thing is that suffering is not simply the opposite of happiness. It creates the very contrast that allows happiness to be recognized. Without darkness, light becomes invisible. Without silence, music becomes meaningless. Without death, life loses urgency. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? The contradiction is woven into the reality itself. Even knowledge carries this contradiction. Human beings desperately want certainty. They study, we do research, we measure, we calculate, observe, explain, and things like that. Yet, all the answer creates a new question. The more we know about the universe, the larger our ignorance appears. Knowledge behaves like carrying a candle into darkness. The candle reveals more of the room, of course, but it also reveals how much darkness still surrounds the light. You see, let me tell you something deeper here. Intelligence does not eliminate mystery, it expands mystery. The thing is that the wise person does not possess fewer questions. He or she possesses better question. That is the only thing. Then there is a contradiction everywhere. There is a big contradiction with identity. Every person says, this is who I am. But who is this I? The body changes, cells disappear and return, thoughts change, beliefs change, demands change, memories fade, and all the blah blah blah. Even personalities evolve. Right? Everything that defines the self today may disappear tomorrow. Yet something stubbornly keeps saying I. This is deeply absurd. It is like standing in a river that never stops flowing while insisting that the water remains the same. We are all utter idiots. The human being calls change my identity. What a strange confidence. We build permanent conclusions from temporary materials. This explains why identity feels so fragile. It never had solid ground beneath it. Fear itself contains contradiction. We fear death, but we also fear truly living. We fear failure, yet we fear success because success demands greater responsibility. We fear loneliness, yet intimacy threatens our independence. And we fear certainty, yet certainty eventually becomes boredom. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? It seems every direction hides another fear. The truth, let me tell you, humanity is like someone trapped inside a maze where every exit becomes another entrance. No wonder anxiety has become so ordinary. And let me tell you something. You are not all these things. You are not what I'm speaking. I'm merely entertaining all you people. That's it. You are not what is known. You are not me, nor this, nor that, and all the blah 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 stuff. You are the absolute unblemished self-aware reality. You are the origin of all origins. Don't engage in this silly petty drama of this world. See yourself to be the awareness and be done. It is such a simple thing, but we want to complicate it by visiting ashrams, gurus, doing meditation and all these things. Does a woman need to practice a method to become woman? Does the ocean need to practice meditation to become water? Does fire need to visit Indian gurus to produce heat? What nonsense is that? Turn your mind within. The wisdom that I have will come to you also. provided you turn your mind within, not seek someone else, not search for answers by watching my videos or visiting someone else. And this is the truth. You are that self-aware reality from which ocean gets its water from. Don't be pathetic creatures begging for few spiritual experiences here and there. See that you are the divine and be done. Ultimately, I will conclude my speech by saying that follow the message, not the messenger. I'm doing all this social media just to make a living and for the joy of speaking alone. You are the self-aware reality, which is the substratum of all, whether you like it or not, or believe it or not. Thank you.